Okay, so for my informative speech, I chose to speak on drug use or drug abuse, and I chose a specific drug, and I chose fentanyl. And it's basically just to make people more aware of the rising situation that we have with drug use and abuse, especially specifically with that drug. Okay, so fentanyl is one of the most highly addictive opiates that we have out there. Children can be more addicted to it if their mother is using and abusing the drug while they're pregnant. Commonly, it's used because it has a heroin-like high, and its effect is similar to heroin. Any other substance addiction, like any other substance addiction, it destroys families, homes, relationships, and the people and individuals themselves. It is fiercely growing into the biggest used and abused drug in the drug community. It results in more deaths than it does in happy endings. Okay. So, prescribed, usually fentanyl is prescribed to help with pain or in pre-procedure pain relief or combinations with other drugs to be an anesthetic. It comes in three forms. It comes in a lollipop, a dissolvable film that you place under your tongue, and a patch. A patch is the most commonly abused form of it. It's actually calculated to be 50 to 100 times stronger than morphine, and it can be a habit-forming drug even after one use. Usually patches come in a 72-hour release, or the drug releases and dissipates through the body over 72 hours. So when people boil these patches and inject them, one injection can actually be lethal. The street value of these patches for one single patch ranges from $150 to $220. It's commonly referred to in the streets as China Girl, Apache, and Dance Fever. Okay, addiction commonly results in death by overdose. In early April 2005 to March 2007, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimated to have over 1,000 deaths attributed to fentanyl overdose. In 2008, 7.64 million prescriptions were written for this drug. The symptoms of fentanyl include drowsiness, euphoria, and mellowness. The high is, or a high tolerance is quickly adopted by chronic users. They say that the tolerance actually doubles in 1 week of usage. Addiction to the drug can be physical and psychological. Abusers squeeze the liquid out of the patches or the gel, and they convert it into a different form that they use to get high off of it, whether that be smoke, ingestion, or a dissolvable liquid under the tongue. In extreme cases, abusers actually take the gel or liquid out of the patch and inject it directly into the bloodstream. Overdose attributed deaths spiked significantly just since 2013. Oxycodone, the common opiate that people use and abuse, are coming out with a new form of hydrocodones that is actually harder to abuse, and so everybody that was abusing oxycodone is now using fentanyl. Fentanyl could be used, or should be used, precisely as your doctor prescribes, and failure to do so will result in dependency. The drug is currently on a usage rise as a favorable drug high. An anonymous user actually posted on it's a Get Clean like chat room, and they said the way that they would describe it is it's impossible to detox completely sober. It can be dangerous even in moderation prescribed by doctors. Comparable to heroin, which is what we would think of as the most toxic or most lethal drug, fentanyl is actually 15 to 20 times more toxic. That was a quote from Dr. Mike Yerma. The only solution to rid the drug from abusers is rehabilitation. Often, smaller dosages of opiates are used to wean an individual off of this drug. This drug specifically is not one of the most difficult to become, is the most difficult to become completely sober during rehabilitation. The need to spread awareness about this drug and its fatal effects is endless.